listen, he showed up. We'll give him props for that. Everything else you're kind of a douchebag about. Most things that you do, but you showed up. You showed up, Trump. Good job.
Showed up. I was interested. I like it.
Topic number 2. This is like a nightmare for all people who send their kids. Oh, Jesus. There we go.
Are we live?
We're live. Look, we did it.
Hi. Good morning.
We did it. Good morning. I'm back from Dollywood. We're in the same room together. It's lovely to be back. Look, we're tilted. Do you see how it's all right.
It's all right. I like it. Here we go.
9 topics at 9 a.m. for 9 minutes. Gild And Marg Tawk show.
Love it. Love it.
Here we go. First one. Donald Trump was called in for jury duty.
I can't even believe it. Jury duty.
One of us, can you believe it? Except for he rolls up in a limousine.
And I think he had a guy there that had a hat that said, make America great again. But he was there. He was there.
He did it. He showed up. We'll give him props for that. Everything else you're kind of a douchebag about. Most things that you do, but you showed up. You showed up, Trump. Good job.
Showed up. I was interested. I like it.
Topic number 2. This is like a nightmare for all people who send their kids out to go on like a little trip through Europe.
Yes.
Some child.
I think he was 19.
He was 19.
Man-child.
A man-child.
Man-child.
Did an Airbnb. What country was he in?
Madrid.
In Madrid.
Airbnb.
He was in Spain. That was nothing.
Which, when we were going on vacation, there was no Airbnb. There was no whatever, the phones with the navies. You figured it out on a map, and you made a hotel reservation.
He goes into the Airbnb, and then it's a woman. You can't trust women sometimes. They always worried about men doing this, but a woman did it. Locked him in the room. And tried to force him to have sex.
I can't even get over it. I can't. I don't even know what to say.
It was absolutely awful.
Whatever.
Who has nice hair?
Oh, well, thank you.
Somebody
I love my hair. I use Pantene. Thank you very much.
It does sound awful. Could you imagine? I don't know what this woman looked like, but if she's locking a child in a bedroom, she's probably not that attractive.
And apparently...
First of all, if she was attractive, it wouldn't be news because the kid would have had a great vacation.
Apparently the mother tried to call and get the kid from the police over in Madrid, but no one spoke English, so the mother was, screwed and lost, and it was horrible. Oh, God, we're getting so many messages. I love it.
But no more computer. We're back in the same room.
We're going. Here we go. More topics.
Number 3, earthquake in San Francisco.
5.2, apparently. That's huge.
Listen, we both have daughters who live in California, and we understand how the earthquakes work now.
I die.
And it's a good size, but it's not like the big one. We're doing
I could never do the earthquakes, I gotta tell you. It was scary.
Listen, do you remember there was an earthquake in a little bit outside of New York City like 5 years ago? And my husband's mother was staying in a nursing home up there. And she called us up and said there was a ghost in the middle of the night because everything had shifted in the apartment.
Oh, my God. I would die if everything started shifting.
It was an earthquake. It was delightful.
It's like a subway tremble from the subways. Under the L, everything goes like this, and that's an earthquake.
It was a cute little nursing home on the Hudson River, and it shook a little bit. And she was like, "Oh, you have to come and get me because there's a ghost."
We have to move on to the wildfires.
Oh, I don't know. Earthquakes and wildfires.
What's happening to this world? Hashtag it's over? What do you say?
Hashtag it's over. It's not over. It's just, listen, people, it's hot out. It was 103 or something. It was 116 degrees in Arizona. Is that not sick?
God, that's
Is that not sick?
What is up with all these things? And they're saying that these brush fires, they just keep going and going and they can't stop them. What do you mean you can't stop them?
There was one that there was like 4 fires individually, and then they all met up in the middle and created one big giant fire.
It's crazy. Oh, my dear God. Please, can we talk about Stevie Wonder?
Guys, quick, if you're in these cities, D.C., I think you already did, so you missed it. He's in Philly right now, 3 o'clock, he's in Philly. He's going to be doing a concert, and then tonight he's going to be in New York, in the park.
Stevie Wonder.
In the park.
We love him. If you can catch him, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Listen,
Let's talk.
we gotta move quick. We'll run out of time.
I know. Amazon. So Amazon put out this whole thing from the New York Times. Some woman, excuse me, I think her name is Jody. She put out this thing from the New York Times. She wrote this article. She interviewed all like low-level Amazon people. Excuse me for using the word low-level, but not CEOs.
Yeah, the kids that are making like $30,000 a year at the starting base level, and they're not making $30,000 a year. They're getting like intern wages.
And apparently the environment's abusive. It's horrible, 80 hours a week. But then the CEO fires back, this guy Jeff, right? He fires back with this whole thing saying that Amazonians have such great workplace. He wouldn't work in a crappy workplace. But this is the thing. The people firing back are the high level because they probably don't have a bad experience.
Exactly. First of all, it's kind of creepy that he called them the people Amazonians.
That's
as if,
weird.
Yeah. It
I don't
sounds
like
a little bit cultish at that company.
Yes, that's the
But
word.
also, listen, kids, know your worth, okay? Know that you don't have to work for free.
Or Amazon.
Yes. Go in there and demand that you get a living wage. You don't have to work for free. And this is the problem. There's too many people willing to work for free, and that's why all the other kids are going, oh, well, at least I'm getting something in there. No, if everybody stood up and said no, we wouldn't have this problem.
This is amazing. Can we go on to Route 29, please?
This is so sad.
Batman.
There's a man he spent tons of money. He got a Batmobile, he got the full costume, and he would go and he would visit kids in hospitals, and he would basically cheer up these kids who were having a hard time, probably not doing that great in the hospital.
Nice.
And he had something wrong with the car. He pulled off to the side of the road, and when he was checking his car, he got hit, and he was killed.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. Unbelievable.
Moment of silence. We have to move on because it's 9 topics in 9 minutes. Here we go. All kids are getting trophies for everything. Please, I don't understand it. So, you're on a baseball team, a baseball league, a football league, whatever the hell you're on. Everyone gets trophies just for showing up? That makes no sense. I don't agree with it.
Listen.
What do you agree with?
I don't agree. Like, if they're 4 years old, okay. But past 4, there's something healthy about competition. And
Yes.
you gotta go in there. And you know what? If your kid loses, you have that conversation with your kid about how...
Look at all these hearts we're
I
getting.
know, because people,
I
it's ridiculous.
love it. People are smart out
You
there.
gotta have that conversation with a kid, whether they win or whether they lose, about healthy competition and trying your hardest and getting back out there and doing it again. But if you just everybody wins, what's the point of going out and going and doing the next day? And then it goes back to Amazon, and that's why you got a bunch of people not having living wages because they don't know how to fight for themselves and try harder to get the better job.
This is true, but I gotta say, I once sat through a baseball game with my cousin's, grandson.
Not all kids are good at sports.
And the whole time, there's no outs. You just hit. You hit until you hit. And I don't understand. I had to sit there and watch a kid swing the bat 47 times. I mean, that's horrible.
There's probably
It's
something
3 outs.
better for that child. Maybe a sport that doesn't have a bat.
Maybe
soccer ball. Give him a soccer ball, let him kick that one, okay? Maybe he's not so good
3
with the hands.
strikes. 3 strikes, you're out. What's next?
Last, we gotta go.
We gotta
get out
go.
here.
Oh, how could it be? All right, here we go.
With a shout out though to Gilda's daughter, who's in Los Angeles.
She's in Los Angeles. Hello, Kansas, Godzino.
Yes, and she wrote a show about a family.
I'm not in it, but yes.
So, just saying,
Go see it. It's
mocking
tonight.
your people. It's not very nice. It's called Italian bread.
She's mocking a bit, but you know
She's
what?
mocking.
It's funny.
But it's tonight. And what's the name of the theater that she's at?
Oh, she's at the Hudson, somewhere in Hollywood. Go see it on behalf of us. We've
Hudson
seen
Theater
it. We've
at 8
seen
p.m.
it. It's
Listen, we gotta go, but we'll be back tomorrow night. We're gonna try something different.
Tomorrow.
We're gonna be doing it at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. New York time. Tomorrow night, Tuesday. So now you can see us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday and Wednesday in the morning, Tuesday and Thursday at night.
Can you
Goodbye.
believe it?
I gotta get up to
Goodbye.
turn it off. Keep saying goodbye as I turn it off.
Goodbye. Hashtag